Hello traders, this is day number 91 of Small Cap Market Open Test Trading. We have taken 93 trades so far out of 100 trades. So we did take a trade today. I'll show you all the details of that trade in just a moment. It's a pretty interesting one. And this is the screener that I use every single day to look for those trades. The small cap screener organized by volume. And the stock that we're in, excuse me, 1 second here. Sorry about that. The stock that we're in is below the first page right now. It's down here, NEXT. It was on the first page when I took the trade. It has to be, otherwise I don't even consider it. It was somewhere around this level. It had over 500,000 shares of volume. It had over 5% change. I think it was around 7. And since then, it's just kind of fallen off in volume. Now, let's take a look at the video from today, and you'll see what happened when I first saw NEXT. So let's go right to the NEXT trade because there's a lot to explain here. All right, so this is right before I pull up NEXT for the first time, which is 9:47. So it's already been trading for 17 minutes, but it didn't have any volume until now. So that's why we hadn't looked at it until now. Now I'm just getting rid of old lines that are on the chart from before and getting ready to pull it up on the usually I go to the 5-minute chart to look for the previous session high, because then it gives me a view of the pre-market and previous day, and you can see there was no pre-market trading, and you can see that it's already done a lot of upward movement in those first 17 minutes, and more than likely we've been triggered to trade. We've already been triggered to take a trade at this point, but technically it would not be a missed trade because there wasn't the volume there on the screener. We need to have that 500,000 shares of volume. But the pattern still holds. So here I'm looking for the entry signal. So this is the the first high of day after breaking through the previous session. And right now I'm placing the line for the second high of day. And you can see that the stock has already pulled back and given us an entry signal right here. So did we miss the trade? Technically, no, because the volume wasn't there, right? Now the volume is there, and it's still trading in kind of the same range as our entry signal. So in this scenario, this is all written in the trading plan in detail. In this scenario, what we have to do is check to see, did the stop loss get hit or did the would-be profit target get hit? If either of those has gotten hit, then I can't take the trade no matter what. But you saw I just used my XR calculator to figure out where the profit target is, 743. Stop loss was 704. And neither of those levels have been hit, so I can get into the trade if the price comes down exactly to my ideal entry, which was 717. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for that 717 to pop up on this price bubble. So let's take a look. It's going to happen in just a moment here. There it is, 717, and you see that I triggered my hotkeys and I get my ideal entry. Now the most important thing to do once you're in a trade is always move your stop loss in position right away. You never know what's going to happen. The price could flush down on you and you might take a bigger loss than you wanted to if you don't put that stop loss in the correct position right away. Now that we're in the trade and we're getting ready to move our profit target in place, so our orders are all out there exactly where they need to be, the next thing that I need to do is to check where the moment of weakness for the stock is, because if I get stopped out, I want to know, can I re-enter or not? Now this is where I realized, okay, I've made an error and I should not have entered this trade that I'm in right now. What was the mistake? The mistake was that the moment of weakness was already broken on that very first pullback. So that happens once in a while. I mean, anything can happen these days, the way that the market is trading. But this kind of a thing happens more often when the market conditions are the way they are right now, when there's not a bunch of other good small cap stocks moving that you can pick from. So anyway, it is what it is. This is the moment of weakness. It's because that's where the pullback from the last ABCD pattern was. And if the price goes below that level, then I deem the stock to be weak. And then if you look at the chart here on the big page, you might say, well, that was wrong once again, because that's not right all the time. Nothing is right all the time, right? But in this case, so far, it has been right, because this, although this looks like a nice move upward, it wasn't even enough to make a 2-hour trade. If you would get your ideal entry off of the break of this candle here, your 2-hour target would be 743. and it wasn't even able to do that. And what we're really concerned about is 3R, and that obviously didn't happen. So anyway, it is what it is. We're in the trade now. Whenever something like that happens, the best thing to do, and it's written into my plan, is to just get back on track as soon as possible. So that means do everything right from this moment on, and that's what I'm doing. All of my orders are in the correct position, so there's nothing for me to do but to just sit here and let the trade play out as it is. And this trade will go on the spreadsheet. It will be recorded as an error trade, but it will count as one of the 100 trades. So that's the plus side. It gets us that much closer to the goal of the 100 trades. Now let's watch what happened as the video plays out. You can see that there was some price movement, and this thing did kind of go up and down, and eventually goes up back near my profit target, but then reverses again. And it's just kind of just bouncing around here. So what ends up happening in this scenario is that I stop watching and I stop recording at 10:30 always, no matter what, and I leave these orders out. So we're still in the trade right now. There's actually 3 scenarios that can happen here. 1, my profit target could get hit. 2, the stop loss could get hit. Or 3, neither of them get hit and the price just continues sideways. Now, if the price just keeps trading sideways and 355 rolls around and I haven't been hit my profit target or my stop loss, then I open up Webull and I just close the trade out for whatever profit or loss that it may be, and that's it. Because one of our major rules is you can't hold anything overnight. So you have to get out of the trade no matter what the scenario is by the end of the day. So that's what we'll do. And right now, we'll take a look at the chart and see where it is. I don't know where the price is right now. It's been, I know it's gone down near my stop loss. It's gone back over my position. So who knows where it is right now. Let's take a look at the chart and see, just for fun. It's 11:17 now. So yeah, look at how low it came, just above my stop loss, and then it's gone back up. And right now, it's over my position size. We're in the profit, but we don't really care about that. We only care about the profit target getting hit or the stop loss getting hit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick to the plan and leave the orders out there just as they are, and that's it. That's the best you can do at this point, is just get back on track. If I continued to make mistakes or break my plan, even though that first break of the plan was inadvertent, if I actively break the plan now by exiting the trade early, that's just a very dangerous slippery slope that I could be getting on, where I say, well, you know what, I wasn't supposed to be in this trade, so let me just exit it out early. Now I've broken my plan because my plan says to never leave a trade early. So the likelihood of me breaking my plan again after that goes up, and that's what you want to avoid. You want to maintain your trader discipline really at all costs. So that's what we're doing. We are exercising, once again, our trader discipline. And and that's pretty much it for this video. Excuse me, sorry about that. So let me just say this before we give the farewell message. If you have any questions about this, because this was kind of a confusing, convoluted trade, but these happen sometimes, just let me know in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. If you have any comments whatsoever about anything I said in the video, I welcome them in the comment section. As always, go into every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.